Hello friends, welcome to my channel. This is Dipali from Succulent Gardener Mumbai. In this video, I will be showing the growth of my succulents after winter. I will also be talking few things about Echeveria and also gonna discuss difference about Echeveria and rosette looking sedums. So watch the video till the end. So guys, I will start with my old succulents. So this is the first one, Haworthia attenuata. Now this is almost 2 years old with me. This is a mother plant and it has given me 5 baby plants. This plant has given me. Now this one is Kalanchoe Fedskenkoi. I have bigger basket in my window which I have not taken here because while lifting and getting the plant here it may spoil the plant. So these are some cuttings of it which I planted last year in this and they have got settled very nicely. This is the Kalanchoe Fedskenkoi. This is a small tiny Kalanchoe Milloti plant. Same stem. During the monsoon season I took some cuttings and I just poked it here and this also has got settled very nicely. Now coming to this basket, this is the basket of my very old Echeveria plant. This is a green Echeveria, blue you can see. Now this is, if you are watching my videos regularly, you will understand this was so tiny. When I took its cutting, I took the rosette cutting of it. Now the plant has got settled very nicely in this basket. And you can see the red marks of stressing on the plant. This is I can say this is a very hardy Echeveria. Now if you'll see there are various types of Echeverias. You get to see the thick leaf Echeveria. This is a thick leaf Echeveria. Green Echeveria, which turns blue when it gets a good bright amount of light. These are some baby pop-ups of the same plant. Now these two are leaf propagated. During the September, some sparrows they attacked on this and leaves of this plant fell down, and I just kept those leaves in the soil and now they have given me these tiny Echeveria babies. They are also growing very nicely, very healthily. This year I brought some new plants. These are the baby pop-ups from the leaf propagation of those plants. Now this is the Graptosedum, which is brown in color. This is also 1.5 year old with me. very hardy succulent, you can say. There is a difference between sedum plant and the echeveria plant. Difference is in their growing pattern, difference is in their leaves structure, that I will discuss in this video only. This I brought from the local nursery. Even this also I brought from the local nursery, and I took rosette cutting, then I planted the plant in the soil, and now the plant has given me, this one was one, and this is another baby of it I got. This my 1-year-old panda plant. I was having another panda plant, that is Kalanchoe panda plant or Kalanchoe tomentosa. I was having one more Kalanchoe tomentosa which I killed. See, it's like by practicing succulents you understand how to grow them. So this year it's growing very healthily. There is a new development is there. I hope this will survive with me. This is a very old, 3 years old almost. This is a sedum plant. This is a sedum Adolphi. Very old plant with me. And there are some new developments of the same plant on its stem. Sedums are having tendency of growing in an upward direction. This is a Crassula camphire. This is also one of my old plant. This is almost now 3 years old. Here is some tiny development on the plant. The thing is that to keep the succulent plant alive, you have to take its cutting, plant it and then propagate a new plant. This Crassula camphire, they grow very nicely during the monsoon season, as they like the humid atmosphere around them. The current season, which was the winter season, which was very dry, and now the summer will start, which is again hot season. So basically in these two seasons, this plant they struggle, but they stay alive. This is kind of a survivor plant. This is a basket of various Havarthias. This is a Havarthia zebra plant, 3 years old. There are some babies of Havarthia plant. I need to separate these babies. When to separate, how to separate Havarthia babies, that I will show you in another video. These are the various types of Havarthias. Havarthias are very good to grow in Mumbai, and there are various patterns of Havarthias are available, and they look very beautiful. As the season is dry, too much sunlight they are getting, this basket was kept outside. Now these Havarthias you can keep inside. This basket I kept outside, so there is a stressing. So you can see this browning on the leaves of the Havarthia. This is because of excess heat, sunlight and dryness. The Havarthias, these type of Havarthias, they like humid condition. They grow very nicely during the monsoon season, and their water requirement is higher than other succulents. Now this one is the Kalanchoe Miloti. I had taken its cutting, and I showed you that in my monsoon video. I just planted them in the soil. and they have grown this much. My son he just colored this pot, black colored plastic pot, so it's looking so beautiful now. It's looking like a separate piece, art piece. This is a Kalanchoe flapjack. Actually, this pot fell down from my window sill and all the soil it came out, and now I need to repot this plant. This is also one of my older plants. Now all these plants which I am going to show are recently brought plant. I'll start with this. This is a sedum plant, sedum blue. This one is the sedum blue. Now these are also now 1 month old with me. Now see, if the seller is specifying the name of a plant, it's easy to ID the plant. Otherwise it's difficult because various species of echeverias and sedums are available. If the seller is mentioning the name of the plant, I will mention it on the screen. You will get to see the name of that particular plant on the screen also. This is a sedum blue. This is a type of echeveria. I'll take you to this. This is a Paul von Nonnberg echeveria. This is not easy. This plant, growing this plant is not easy. This is also a new plant. I just tried. This is I think third time I'm buying this plant. It's very beautiful looking echeveria. Inside it is like a blue. On the outer side, inside it is a pink. So color variation that you get from this plant is very beautiful, but caring of this plant is very difficult, bit difficult. See, when you plant any plant, for first week or two, just put these pebbles on it. Later on, considering Mumbai's atmosphere, you need to remove because excess pebbles may put this soil unnecessary moist. Initially when you plant the plant, initially they need some moisture to be there in the soil. So initially if you are putting these pebbles is okay, but we cannot, being in Mumbai's atmosphere, keeping throughout these stones or pebbles on the soil is not advisable. It will lock unnecessary moisture in the soil. I watered this pot yesterday and soil is still wet. Whereas I say yesterday I watered this plant but soil is dry. So this is a difference. If you'll keep continuously the stones around your echeverias, they will keep the soil moist. In too much dry condition, if you are staying at a place where there is a atmosphere or climatic conditions are dry, there you can use pebbles around your echeverias or your succulent plants. But this one is the topsy-turvy, echeveria topsy-turvy. There are two varieties of sedum plants. Sedum adolphi. Sedum, this is also a type of sedum adolphi. I will mention their name on the screen. Sedum adolphi. This is also sedum adolphi. This is like a lime color, and this is something which turns red after getting the proper amount of sunlight. The edges will turn into red. Sedum adolphi succulent is very hardy succulent to grow in Mumbai's atmosphere, which will give you this kind of a rosette effect. This is a echeveria. This is a green echeveria. I don't know its exact name. If viewers, one of you, if you know the name of this type of echeveria, you can mention it in the comment box below. This is also a type of echeveria. The seller, if the seller is not mentioning the name of the succulent, it's very difficult to ID correctly the name of the echeveria or any succulent. Now, what's the difference between echeveria and sedum? As I said, sedum means difference between the rosette looking sedums. Adelphi sedum, if you look them from the top, they look like a rosette of echeveria. Now, what's the difference between sedum plant and the echeveria plant? Now, first thing that which I mentioned earlier in the video, that they have tendency to grow upward, whereas echeveria, it will spread on the ground, means its stem will get thicker and it will grow it will grow wide instead of growing top. If they will not get sunlight, then they will get stretched and they will go tall. Or if they are getting good amount of light, good condition, they will get spreaded like this. They will go bigger like this. Whereas sedum, they have tendency to grow upward from the soil. Second difference, how to ID the plant or how to understand whether it's a sedum or echeveria. If you'll see the pattern of the leaves of the sedum, they are like eye shape, completely like this from here to here. It is like shape of the sedum is like a eye, whereas the shape of echeverias, if you'll see the leaves of the echeveria, here at the end they are having this little curves are there, two at the both the sides they are having these two curves, and then this point is there. This is a pattern of the echeveria. They are having at the end they are having at the both sides they are having these type of curve, and then this point is there. If you'll observe all echeverias, they are having at the end they are having curve structure and then the point. Even this one is also curve and then point here. Same way this is also echeveria. Here it is curve and then point. Whereas this is the sedum, which is not having, it's likely directly like a eye shape. This is directly eye shape. It's not changing its shape at the top. So this is a sedum. These are the two differences. Means from these two things you can understand whether it's a sedum or it's a echeveria. String of pearls. I like this plant very much, but I'm not that so successful in growing this string of pearls. This is, I think, many times I have purchased string of pearls plant. I'm just changing the way I'm taking care of this plant, and then I'm trying this plant. This is a different type of havarthia. See the different pattern. This is not like a zebra plant. Various havarthias, beautiful looking havarthias are available. They are very easy to grow in Mumbai. Very hardy plant. Very beautiful looking plant. This is my Gasteria terrarium. Gasteria is also a very hardy succulent to grow in Mumbai, and you can keep it inside. So you can make Gasteria terrarium, you can make arrangement of this Gasteria and you can keep it inside. The plants, there are 3 Gasteria plants are there inside. Now they are growing. They are growing in upward direction. These are the Havarthia attenuata terrariums which I made.
So guys, south facing or southeast facing window or balcony is always good to keep the succulent plants. Morning sunlight is very good for succulents. afternoon light is little bit harsh. If you are getting afternoon light at your place, you can filter that light by using nursery shade or curtains like that, so that if too much harsh light, if the succulent plant will get, there is a possibility of succulent stressing. Succulent may get the stressing on their leaves, so it's better to give the filter light if we are having afternoon light. Now, how to water the succulents? If the soil is dry, water them. See, during the winter season, which is very dry season in Mumbai, so every alternate day I water my succulents. You have to poke the finger in the soil and see whether the soil is dry, then water them.
I water my succulents when sunlight is at its peak so that excess water gets evaporated.
The succulent soil is the key point to grow the succulents. The succulent soil which I am using, its link I will mention in the description box below. Since last 5 years I am using this soil and I have got good results from this soil. Only thing is that this soil is having vermiculite. So when there is a vermiculite in the soil, you have to water the plants. When there is a vermiculite in the soil, do not water. This soil is having vermiculite in it. So avoid too much watering, because vermiculite holds the water, means the water retention of the vermiculite is more than perlite. So avoid too much watering, otherwise the soil will get soggy. I fertilize my succulents after every 15 days. Which fertilizer I use, I will mention its link in the description box. So guys, this is the end of the video. Hope you guys like this video. Stay tuned to my channel to get to see more and more such videos on succulent plants. Till then, bye bye. Thanks for watching.